Hello everyone, thank you all for joining me for another weekly forecast. Today we'll be tracking down the energies. Firstly, we'll begin with the full moon in Aquarius. This happened today, Monday, and it will move into the sign of Pisces, this moon. But what happened for everyone today? Well, we began with Aquarius. What is Aquarius? Well, for me, this full moon in Aquarius was all about groups and feeling that long-term goals would be subject of conversations. Staying in power and learning through others was something you needed, and so we began feeling disempowered. It's also giving away the power and feeling sometimes that you had to stay in control in these situations. And so what do? We begin with this transit and staying within our goals, within our limits. And you also have to be very careful in the attitudes and the lives of others in regards to any struggles or serious concerns were very much the highlight for this new moon. And so the patterns and activities that we've already seen before were very easily in light. So that was what's risen from, and so it's very hard for many people that did work through these full moon. Many people probably taken into account that what needed was some time to let things work out, and some people probably felt they needed some motivation or self-empowerment because of many self-doubts and criticisms and activities that sort of devalue their way of they were doing, and which is all right. It's what needs for us so we can turn on some type of light within the consciousness, these concentrations of energies at this time. And what other energies were? Well, we had Sun squaring Saturn during this full moon yesterday. And this always had to say that we had to stay within our power, had to limit us, and our some type of order had an upheaval. There was a lot of stress and frustrations yesterday, so you had to live up to some certain expectations, some certain program, or you had to go overboard. So I did see that, and how you work these energies in the best spirit to attract some positivity, something to make you happy in an effortless way would be the positive news I would receive. Again, this is a message to lighten the people up, and this is because what was aroused yesterday by personal motivation and the moon, the instinctual behaviors, was by and large to include groups and to include yourself. And so we move on with the full moon is still in effect, and what could be the negative side to this? It would be something that is undisclosed to you, something that you don't know about yourself. Would be an inner conflict, an inner stress or frustration between now and then. So full moon probably going back years of some type of frustration or block or your life. So then we've got Venus this week entering into Leo. We've got the moon in Pisces later on this week, and the moon moves into Aries. We're still in Mercury in Jupiter until the 15th, when it takes its course to Virgo, and Mercury is its dominant sign, so we'll see a lot of mental and analytical of others, and a lot of critical pressures and critical studies, taking into account a lot of serving the people and helping to pay attention what other people are saying would be the highlight for 15th. And then on Friday, we've got Mars sextiling Pluto, and a lot of emotional underground of you got to replace these emotions with good familiar people. So what I see this whole week, if you're planning a get-together, planning perhaps something you want to know about yourself, you'll probably do very well. I don't see nothing, but on Tuesday, we've got the moon trining Saturn. Again, you've got this window of opportunity of great organization, of harmony with other people and within your environment. So before, what happened before of sun groups, we see an increase of an amazing establishment and self-discipline with Saturn. The controlling factor of your environment would give you that support system in a great, generous way. And we've got Mars sextiling Pluto on Friday. Goals and wishes, and again, the needs of others will be most prominent and passionate towards others, which may be a good way to give you that self-motivation you need, that constructive, because you'll be going forward in all that sort of structures, and so you believe in yourself. Mercury will be moving the next day, on that same day, Mercury in Virgo, after being in the sign of Leo. Virgo is a lot of analyzing and a lot of studying, and Mercury is its rule sign. So there's the facts. You'll be getting the facts. You'll be saying the truth, because Mercury, it's in its rule sign. It's dressed in its proper accoutrements. So you'll see a physical reality of things. You'll see the people studying what they're supposed to work through. And so you see an excitement of passion and forthright and usefulness in other people in groups, and the significance between you and others. By the end of the week, you'll see a lot of recuperative powers by the end of the week in an expansive way. Well, before we end this, I want to say that there's still the full moon energies that before we started any projects, the full moon gave its end to things. So the cycle of last month went into the last phase, so you knew that things were slowing down a little bit, a tendency to slow down, a tendency to feel vulnerable or sensitive. The things that you did previously were shown into a great way, so you felt that you had a lot to talk about, and you've worsened your possibilities to feel like they're needed to yourself to assert. So it was a free ride until this cycle ended, and so you got good things happening to you this week with the convergence of many planetary dominant placements. The stars. This is a perfect week. We've got Venus moving into Leo, which is all about love and entertainment, and you'll be beloved. And we see a lot of good energies from here on then. But then we've got some obstacles on the way, though, some bumps in the road. We've got tomorrow, Tuesday, we've got Sun opposition Saturn, so some obstacles within yourself, some frustrations going on in regards to others, or in advance, or sort of authoritative power, sort of blocking your way, and which is all right, because you'll sense that cherishing your own self beneath those superficial vanities in that day. So you will be responsible in your emotional response. So you've got a tendency to overindulge between this week And which is all, don't go way overboard, because you want to see the honesty in others. You want to express the facts for you in a very good way, and spiritually you'll want to find those that you love and you feel attracted to. And so you've got this great way of not putting so much laziness into your own way of practical living, and so you you feel the thoughts for others. Sorry, I got interrupted. I lose track. But let's stay within the parameters of Mercury and Jupiter until 15th, and then we got Venus in Leo. It all has to do with perhaps the marrying of partners, sorting through the perusing very well and getting the whole picture down into play. So don't lose hope between the week. You've got a lot to strategize, a lot to incorporate and organize within your own self, but relate to others in a good way, because we've got Mercury entering into its own sign, so you'll like to consult others and protect others. Virgo is a protector. Well, it's like the servant, it's the healer, the earth mother, and so you've got these combinations of energy, like would you heal this person, or would you just give this person healing the wounds of certain people. So we've got Moon in Aries in Wednesday, which is an ecstatic energies. I've got Moon in Aries, so going forward in ambitious ways. We've got so many combinations. But I arrived here, I rented this room, but I didn't get all what I supposed to get for this reading. But anyways, what I see established during the week is that the perfect time for a perfect day for any socializing, readings, astrological predictions of others, and getting that spiritual and mystical, majestic side of everything would be a perfect time to get in touch with those that are in need, or that hold a good portion of your inner world pristine and nice. So I think the higher purpose is to feel that there is a major impulse in all the energies that you put in forth, and I don't see any trouble as long as you work well with others. And what you expect is how you managed, how you could gain that appreciation working through others in the most beneficial way. And so I like to leave this video and say thank you for the encouraged support from the YouTube community and all the groups that I'm associated with that have showed a great responsibility for almost everybody. And I just want to say thanks, and I'll see you in the next week, where we will be more into the energies of Venus and Leo, which is all about love and appreciation, taking into account of those lovers or others. And well, we end this video now. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my video. And we'll probably talk more about these energies as we move along this way. Please visit my Facebook account, my YouTube. I'm doing $33 readings, 15 to 30 minutes or more. Message me on my Facebook, Skype, email address. Thank you all for watching.